Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Ora, so we are back with another damn video on the new era channel, man. It's been about half a year since your boy has been on this channel, man, so I figured it's time to come back. Psych, bro, you already know why I came back. We got a sponsorship for this video. But this video is actually sponsored by UNISON. They went ahead and hooked us up with their new UNISON Bass Dragon plugin, which I'm going to be showcasing to you guys a little bit here in this video today, so yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time, man. Let's just get straight into it. All right, man, so I've got the whole beat already laid out for you guys. So for the melody, I laid out something very simple. We've got the Eternal Evolution sample here in Omnisphere, and I went ahead and just laid out some very simple chords, followed by, you know, some pretty basic top notes, but, you know, some top notes that kind of just add a little bit of, you know, just a variety to the melody, right? You don't want to make it very stagnant. Changed up the notes a little bit on a few of the chords, like here, I kind of like stacked up some notes against each other, which obviously doesn't always work well, but on certain chords I think they work just fine. Obviously I don't know music theory, so I'm just kind of talking out of my ass here, but you get the picture. I'm gonna go ahead and play out the melody for you guys. So pretty basic melody overall. I just kind of had this ethereal sounding pad, and I just took it right to the rack. You know what I mean? Just absolutely slammed down some notes. I had a vision in mind once I heard that pad, so you know, just immediately went to the drawing board and started going crazy. For the next sound, we have the Gossamer keyboard. This is going to be the main key, kind of the main little, you know, joint, the main sound that's going to stick out in the melody. But it's pretty much just some Rhodes, so I'll go ahead and play it out for you guys. I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't even mean for this to be like this, so I'm gonna just fix that shit. Yeah, but you'll notice how this chord, you know, manages to actually sound pretty decent. So yeah, that's pretty basic. For both of these melodies, I really don't even have a whole lot. For this one, I added a little bit of halftime because I wanted to introduce a little bit of low frequency into the melody, and I think this just kind of brought it to a new level where you can kind of hear these different notes kind of bouncing off each other. Like if you listen in the back, you'll kind of hear that, you know, you'll hear those chords, you know, kind of, you know, half-timed in the back, and they're kind of trying to catch up with it, but it sounds just very, like there's something, you know, like there's more to it, essentially. So that's kind of how, you know, I like to do it. So for the next sound, I actually kind of added in another pad. I thought this one sounded really nice. We got the Constellation Vision preset, and I ended up just pretty much just copy and pasting the melody, or the chords rather. I took a lot, obviously the top notes. So yeah, this is what it sounds like. So very basic stuff. We can go ahead and combine these three things all together, and this is what we're gonna get. For this sound, I just did a low cut, added some vintage verb, and then I brought down some of the low mids, just because I think the sound, that low frequency was kind of bothering me a little bit. So after I added that, I then went on to add a nice little lead. You know me, I got the game lead from the Shinju Serum Bank Volume 1, and I went ahead and just laid out a pretty basic but catchy kind of lead pattern here. It went a little bit crazy, but it kept it basic at the same time. So I'll go ahead and just play it out with the pad, and here it is. Again, very basic, but you know, once that shit comes in, man, you're instantly just, you know, you're just feeling some type of way, you know what I mean? After that, I went ahead and added an arcade sound, which is pretty crazy. I don't even pay for arcade anymore, so I'm surprised that this shit still works. But it's the Purity sound from Distant Voices, I think it was called. So yeah, and then I just laid out these basic notes. This is what it sounds like. So, you know, it sounds kind of stupid at first, but, you know, once it's played with the whole melody, it sounds a lot better. You guys know how producing is. Normally some things just sound a little bit wacky on their own, but when combined, they sound really good. For the lead, by the way, I just did a low cut and then added reverb, you know, pretty basic stuff. But yeah, I'll go ahead and play all of these together. So here it is. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Get this to Drake. He's killing that. You know what I'm saying? So after that, you already know I just added myself a little serum. I used the Obedient bass from the Mad Max Levels Serum Bank. That shit is like 4 years old though, so I don't know if, you know, that shit's even still around. I went and just played out these, you know, just basic bass notes. Here it is. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. All together, it's gonna sound like this. I actually kind of want to change this. I'm not gonna lie. All right, baby, let's go. So now moving on, we got the unanimous Unison Bass Dragon bass line. Now first going into this, I was thinking like, you know, I would never honestly, you know, use a plugin that, you know, that generates basses for me, considering I like making my own basses. But man, this plugin genuinely surprised me. Essentially what the Bass Dragon actually is it's essentially a plugin that can instantly generate fresh bass lines and bass progressions dependent on the MIDI chord progression that you give it. So essentially, man, the easiest way to use this is by just pretty much simply dragging in your chord progression that you used for the melody, and as you can see, it's going to lay out all of the key notes that it's going to be following for each bass note that it places. As seen here, you have multiple selections of genres that you can pick from. I mean, you got literally everyone in the book. For this, we're going to be obviously choosing hip hop and rap. You can choose your length from 4 bars to 8 bars. I go 8 bars because I'm a G like that. And then from here, you can actually choose the 808 that you want, and they have a pretty wide selection of 808s, man. They got I think about 200 basses up in here, so you're never ever going to be running out of basses, man. From all of these, you've just got a wide selection of basses to choose from. On top of that, you can click this effects button and it'll bring up all of the effects. You can add a number of effects in here and change them however you would like. You can toggle them on and off, yada yada. You get the gist. Change filters. I mean, it's got everything built inside of it, so you don't even need to, you know, be adding anything externally, you know, on the chain. Now, if you don't really feel like doing any of the heavy lifting, Unison can pretty much auto-generate an 808 sound for you on top of generating you a progression. So you can just go ahead and click this little Unison button here, and it's pretty much going to give you what you know, a random 808 with random kind of effects placed onto them. All right, so let's click the button a few times, get a random one, you know what I mean? And then we hit a key here. Boom, you know what I'm saying? It's going to give you a beautiful sounding 808. Obviously, there's hundreds to choose from. Got yourself a little lucky 808 here you could use, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, that's literally a spins. Yo, I should... Alright, this one sounds good. It's not necessarily an 808, this is more of a bass, but that's fine. We'll just use it for the example here. We're going to go ahead and click the Unison button here. Boom, we're going to click it. It's going to auto-generate a full-on progression for you, man. It's crazy. Go ahead and play it out. And obviously, of course, you can come in here and you can change things however you like. So if there's something you don't like, move them around, change them around however you would like. Obviously, you can change the length of the 808s. You can essentially change whatever you want. All right, so I went ahead and found a new preset, and all right, so we're gonna go ahead and drag and drop the audio here. Just go ahead and click drag and drop audio. Boom, go ahead and play it out. If you guys want to get yourself the Unison Bass Dragon, man, I swear to God, the plugin's actually nice, man. If you ever, you know, have been struggling with bass lines, if you ever, you know, are feeling like you're out of bass sounds to use, literally, you're never gonna run out of basses when you use the Bass Dragon. The plugin has infinitely generated preset chains, you know, on top of the, you know, hundreds of bass lines that bass sounds that it has ready for you. There's a $100 off limited time launch discount if you guys do want to get the plugin now. Link in the description, man. Please go get that. It helps us both out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Seb, shout out to Unison. Thank you guys for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and proceed on with the video, man. Again, for this bass line that I got here using the Unison Bass Dragon, but this is the one that I got in the Beat So I'll go ahead and play it out. Alright, and then I exported it out, and obviously with the melody, this is what it's gonna sound like. Boom. Added a very simple clap. You already know how it is. It's a simple Luger clap, but I brought it down 2 notes. Added the bird vision effect. You know what I'm saying? Very basic. Well, I don't know. It's called a hit, I guess. Added some hi-hats. Very basic. Just did a very simple kind of like 2-bar pattern, and then just copied it over. Added some open hats. In there. It's pretty quiet, but once you hear it, it's like, damn. It's just one of these, you know what I'm saying? And then added a kick to complement the bass. So there you go, man. I'll go ahead and play everything out together in the outro. But thank you guys so much for watching, man. I hope you guys did enjoy. Obviously, we don't really upload on here much anymore. So, if you guys are watching this video, man, I really do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys have been loyal since day one. So, it's been pretty interesting journey. Sucks to see that, we haven't really been, producing as much anymore, but every now and then it's nice to come back and kind of make a little video, you know what I'm saying, get back in touch a little bit with the producer kind of side of my life, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, man, link in the description if you want the UNISON bass dragon. Honestly, a really solid plugin. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.